And we are live at Hatch Recital Hall with Eldar the Great. Eldar, welcome back to Rochester, my man.
It's fantastic to be back.
And your most recent album, really pretty much, I think, is a nice culmination of where you are and where you've come from, the live album on tour and world tour. For you, there's nothing like, at least for me, watching you perform and create artistry in the moment. But for you, what's it like? We get to watch it, but for you, you get to make it happen. What's that like?
Well, I think part of the reason why this live record was made is because I want to be able to hear myself in different situations, and it comes from an archival point of view and also a critical and enjoyment. So I like having different takes, and one of the things that I thought about was doing a record and putting it all together from 8 different cities. So World Tour Volume 1 is 8 different cities in different situations, solo piano and trio. And had a sort of a chance to pick and choose some of the takes that I really enjoyed, and literally compile a record globally.
Because there's so many shows you were looking at. How did you were able to pick out? Okay, here are the tunes I want, and there's hours and hours of archival footage for you to call it from. How were you able to sit down like yes, 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 no, maybe?
Pretty much, yeah, yeah. You just go through it and say, I don't like this take. Oh, this take is great. I don't know if this take I'm gonna come back to it tomorrow, and then I feel like having different perspectives and different travel days and different shows and different energies and different pianos. Sometimes you have a great piano and you just love the sound of the piano and the way it was recorded. For example, I mean, I think there's one track that, for example, a track on there from Montreal. I really loved the way the piano sounded on that, and I love the take too, but the way the piano sounded just added something new to the record, and it was a different experience. It had a velvety kind of sound to it, so that's why it's there.
We're speaking with Eldar here on Jazz 90.1. Eldar, we were talking about Joey Alexander. A number of folks were saying that 15 years ago, that was you. Hard to believe it, how fast time flies by. So for kids who are coming up, and more importantly, parents who think they've got a child who's very prodigious and they can play, what advice would you give parents who are, like you or like Joey and kids coming up after that?
Well, actually, when I started touring and traveling, I was actually a lot older than that. I was actually almost 18 by the time that I started touring. So he's a lot younger than me than I was. So, yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely conceptually like 12 and 18. There's a big difference. I mean, 12 is you're a lot younger. But yeah, it's as far as advice goes.
For parents, or they have a kid who's playing and they enjoy playing and they think this could actually turn into something or be something in terms of they love his playing, they figure out that their kid's got a passion for this music.
I think if the passion is there, I think that they should be supportive of it. And but at the same time, I guess it's always nice to like just go out in the yard and play with a stick too. Like it's that's a good moment to have. So I let's say if I had a kid and I'd just I'd support whatever they would do. I guess that would be my advice. I would support if they enjoy it, then I think that's the best. Only if they enjoy it. But I don't know if I would push somebody into it. If they didn't have a passion for it.
You can catch the passion tonight. 2 shows at 5:45 and 7:15. Eldar, thank you so much again for taking jazz further.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's great to be here in Rochester, and thanks to all the people that supported the show and came out to the show.